What's up, everybody? This is your boy LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. So, as you've probably gleaned from the title, George Washington University, a graduate school of political management, predicts that Bernie Sanders will in fact win the South Carolina primary. So we got a few different people stating this. You can call them optimists. You can call them dreamers. You can call them LB the Realist. Yes, I am one of those people. I like to call myself a realist, but I'm an optimistic realist. You know, I know how things are, but I could still see the good in it. You know, I still see the glass half full rather than half empty. You know, so I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. I'm an optimistic realist, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so George Washington University came out and said that they're basing this on a few different factors. Number one, momentum. Number two, cash on hand. Number three, endorsements. And number four, Twitter mentions. They gathered all this information, put it all together, and by using those metrics, they have come out and decided that Bernie Sanders will in fact win South Carolina. Now, the numbers that they project are as follows. Sanders at 28.4%, followed by Joe Biden in the number 2 spot at 17.5%. 17.5%. That's over 10 points we're talking here. All right. Buttigieg comes in at third at 12.9%, and Warren comes in fourth at 11.6%. Now they have that metric. They also have a different metric, which is the original. They call it the original model, which doesn't account for the momentum that Bernie Sanders has had in getting the popular vote in Iowa, winning the New Hampshire primary and the Nevada caucus. So in this model that doesn't account for momentum, they still have Sanders coming out on top and winning the South Carolina primary with 19.7%. Biden comes in second at 15.1%, so it was a lot tighter of a race, a lot closer, but he still wins. Buttigieg actually Warren comes in third on this model, and she comes in at 11.2%, and then Buttigieg comes in at Warren comes in at 12.3% as third, and Buttigieg comes in as 11.2%. So it goes Sanders, Biden, Warren, Buttigieg. So basically Warren and Buttigieg switch places in the original model. So in this new model they have Buttigieg basically edging her out by a point. And according to Real Clear Politics and every other poll out there, well, almost every other poll out there in the last week or so, they have Biden up by a very large margin. Real Clear Politics has Biden at 34.3%, followed by Sanders at 22.3%, and Steyer actually at 13.7%. So this is from Real Clear Politics. Like I said, a lot of other polls have Biden up. I seen one poll have Biden up like 40% or something like that. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay? But so this is what George Washington University is saying. A lot of other people are saying this as well. I watched Jordan Sheridan formerly of TY, or used to be with TYT. Now he's with his own company called Status Quo. He interviewed some people, and one of the people he interviewed was on the ground in South Carolina. He said that a lot of people that he's talking to, they're voting for Bernie Sanders. He's not seeing a lot of support elsewhere for Joe Biden or anybody else. Another person that I came across on Twitter, I forgot their name, forgive me, but they also are on the ground in South Carolina, and they're saying the same thing. They're not seeing a lot of support for other candidates besides Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders has a lot of support in South Carolina. He has a great ground team. I just seen a post, Nina Turner and Killer Mike are out there helping to rally support. And hopefully they did a good enough job where Bernie Sanders will edge him out and come out on top. Hopefully it's a blowout. Hopefully it's no contest. If it's no contest and Bernie Sanders wins South Carolina, well, you already know. The race is pretty much over. If he barely wins in South Carolina, it's practically over. If he comes in second, and it's a close second in South Carolina, it's basically over. But if he loses in South Carolina by a wide margin, then they're going to say that Biden has a shot. They're going to try to pump him up in the news, and they're going to say, well, all this was for naught, you know, and they're going to try to take away and chip away at Bernie's momentum. I don't think that's going to happen, giving all of the momentum we have already, the energy, the ground support, the recent predictions that I just stated. You know, I really believe that Bernie Sanders will win South Carolina because he's doing unprecedented things. He just won Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada, the first 3 contests, which has never been done by any presidential candidate ever, whether Republican or Democrat. He's making history. If he's elected, he would be the first Jewish president and the oldest. It's fucking awesome, I think. I think that's fucking awesome. So, like I said, I believe Bernie Sanders will win South Carolina. Hopefully I'm right. The polls are stating otherwise, but there's a lot of people saying, hey, don't count Bernie out yet. Don't make a snappy judgment, because remember what they were saying about Donald Trump back in 2016? Exactly. Now he's our president. We never thought Donald Trump was going to get as far as he did, but he did. Even with all the boos in the crowd and the negative media, negative news coverage, he still became our president. So I'm hoping that the same thing happens here, and Bernie Sanders is the clear winner of South Carolina. So South Carolinians, I hope you hear this message. This video is going up now, you know, so hopefully you see it in time. You know, hopefully you guys share this video with somebody who needs to hear this message. Like this video so we can get the numbers up. You know, comment at the bottom of this video, what do you guys think? Do you think he's going to win South Carolina? Am I being too much of an optimist? I know I'm a dreamer. I know. And subscribe to me if you haven't before, so we can keep up these conversations. Bernie-crats, Toasty-crats, let's stand together, you know. All progressives unite. Real progressives. Not the faux progressives, but the real progressives. You know what it is. Medicare for all, Green New Deal, money out of politics, free public college. These are the ideals that we have as progressives. These are progressive policy ideas. You know, so if you're with that, you're with the movement, you're with me, subscribe to this channel. You know, all my information's in the description. Check me out. I'm everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, I'm probably there. Love, peace, and life, folks. Until next time, go Bernie. I'm out.